Welcome back to Timberborn and our new diorama playthrough. So, what are we going to get done in this one? Well, we know for a fact that how we don't say this how much work this has actually been in this new diorama playthrough. It's been a lot, but it's been challenging, let's say. But there's huge more to do there. Um, until we finish this playthrough, which will be a while, sure. Right then, we're not doing too bad. We've got a well-being. It's 18, and we've still got our monstrosity of buildings here. And we've still got a lot of space for some more. Well, not that one. For the beavers to go in. I think I've also got obviously some in here as well. Which I don't actually think... I probably should have had them all on this side before I'd done this side, but whether that's the place it's going to be at the end is another story. The immediate problem is going to turn into these two, because these two are in the way. Which is good. Now, the problem lies is these are fatter than what we can get on in this, in here sort of thing. Which is a bit of an issue because I want both of them on there. It would be nice actually maybe to have them. I don't think I can get both on here. No, I can't get them down to that little thing either. And well, obviously I can't get them in there because they won't be allowed to be into there. I think it's going to have to be here somewhere. Well, I'll take these out nonetheless. Fortunately, we have got the space for wood. It's funny because I'm playing the Fortitude, which has just started. It's like, oh god, I wish I had all that. I look here, I was like, how much wood? How much this? And if you haven't seen that, why not watch that one as well? We're only just in, as the time of recording this, we're only just into the third episode, so it's not that much in for you. Gears, I'm going to take these out as well. How much space does one of these actually take up, to be honest? It would be nice to get down to the right down to the bottom, I think. I know that I might have to fill it in eventually, but I think it sort of needs must. Where is that go? And it is nice that it's nice as they you can have a large water pump on the folktales, which you can't have on the Iron Teeth, which is a bit of an issue. I could get one round there, but I'm going to have to put some... I'm just trying to work out what I need to do to be able to facilitate that to be going into there. Obviously, we'll have to put the blanks in here, and I have nearly 1,000 blanks. I'm not worried about blanks. Now, there could be... I could that's where the shout is. This would be in well-being, if I remember really. I could do that as well. And the reason why is I might be able to get rid of that. I don't particularly like these double there, but it is what it is, and it has to be what it has to be. Where is only builders? What are you lot doing? Let's put it us in a bit faster. I've got 666. Where's me thingy gone? Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Where's it gone? I've got 4 in there. I've got 7 unemployed, which is a bit of an issue. We could do some more. It would be going to the district under the haulers or builders. I could. The problem being is this again, isn't it? It's where to put all this. That'll do there, I suppose. This is all going to have to change anyway, so it is what it is. I mean, I could be tempted to blow a little gap and have that as the second one here. The only slight snag with that is they then cannot follow down here. It would be awfully nice if we could start making things. Which is slightly embarrassing. Like, you've got... I mean, you could build that. Oh, that's now built. Oh, that's fine. Water. Water. Large water. There we go. How many gears have we got? No. That's good. And I need treated planks as well, which I'm already using for this. That's fine. Because I definitely need to get rid of this one anyway, so that could go to first. Because that's, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, I've lost the treated planks. I've downed a few of the things now. Almost there, though. So this water is... I want it to flow... I haven't quite decided whether having the sluices on the bottom is the way to go. Right on this bottom here. Because obviously this is going to come straight out. And this here would have a sluice right at the bottom. The reason why I'm saying that is if I put the sluice here, I've still got all this water at the bottom here to be able to be used. So there is that. The only snag is I haven't got a lot of metal. So I'm going to have to run the mine. And we know how dirty mine is. The other snag is that I'm going to have to change that to do something else. I've got the treated planks. I just have not got the gears. I think it's probably picked these up. I'm also going to get rid of this by... No. Can't... No. How would you do that? You can pick these planks up, because you'll give me some planks back. Because I don't need... Because obviously I need all this hollowed out. So that's good. I've got no more metal for that. I've got an absolute... Huh. Not... How is that not built? Oh, yes, it is built. What am I talking about? Where the hell is that not built then? But it's not. It's the top one. It's this one, isn't it? Is that now gone? Yes, it has gone. Please pick up these planks. I could get rid of this because I don't really want... my plan is probably not to enable it again either. To get this going. It only needs one gear. Now, the last time I was on about while I'm thinking about it, so I am thinking about it. I've got this. What's these? These are maple plant crops, plant trees, maple. Oh, they are getting done. They're just not got finished yet. So we've got our oaks. This is our lifeline of wood. We've got our chestnuts in the centre, and then we've got a maple. There's not that much, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. That's as much as we've got. Wheat flour. I put the wheat in there, but I didn't actually put the wheat flour anywhere, did I? That's potatoes. That's wheat. That's wheat flour. It probably should have been the other way around, really. If you think about it, the wheat flour should be on the bottom. Or should it? Should be on the top. I don't know now. I got confused. I'm confusing myself. They are still doing this though, so we can give them a little, let's give them a little spruce up. We don't normally go this speed, but it's sort of, I think, going to be beneficial for this little bit of a playthrough. I want to delete all this still. I think I can get to that. Yeah, it will get to that. And then we still need this one, which is obviously getting rid of this one. And we'll get rid of it. That'll give me the 4 gears, because otherwise I'm not going to get it enabled anyway in this. Well, I'm not going to get enabled because of the way that this is going to have to be done, is it? I'll pause that. I have absolutely 0 explosives as well, which causes another problem. I've got... Oh, I was going to say, I've got gears that I can't pick up, but that's not a problem anymore. I don't know where the gears have gone, but they've gone somewhere. Do that. Right, that's better. That's all done now. Obviously, I could get rid of this, but for reasons that I don't know, I'm not going to. I have got the gears here, and I have got metal blocks as well, and I have got the treated planks. So, but we still need the treated planks, but they're not putting the treated planks in here at this precise moment. Yes, they are. Shut up, pig. They are doing it. I can turn that off then. We just need gears. That's the only thing that I need to start getting going. Now, there's an opportunity to take this out. I've got 27. I don't know how many. I don't know how many, just in case I do find a place to have that in. Large water. Oh, it only needs 10. So I don't particularly need this. I'm going to get this to get picked up. And all this lot, which is now picking up gears. which is nice. But they'll just evaporate into here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in, if I get this right, the first time ever I've decided to get this the right way, this. Because that would give me an extra gear. Because, I mean, I need 200 for Pete's sake. You know, I've just not got enough to do this. There you go. I need about 200 to get this going. So it's going to take a while. It's certainly not going to be ready in this playthrough. That means I can't do the sluices at the bottom. I can do some other stuff. I have absolutely no explosives, so that's another problem. Can't explode this up. I can do... If I've got a sluice... If I'm going to sluice this at the bottom, I can go one higher. But I don't think they can get in there, so that's going to be another issue. Actually, no, that's definitely going to be in a way. Damn. No. That's better. Then you can pick this up like we've been doing before. I'm sure there's a button to make that instead of me having to come over here. But anyway. That was a long drought. Well, it felt a long drought anyway. How are we doing? We're back running again. So when all this runs, we'll start to get... have I got extract? Yes, I have got extract. Got tons of bad water. I've got tons of everything. I've got everything and everything. Or anything and everything, I should say. I'm going to put that down to 2 just for a little while until I know everything is how I want it to be. I assume that these can't be done. What have we got here that I can... Berries, resin, explosives, grilled potatoes. I did say I was going to do this, which I am going to do. Things are moving on. Not necessarily as fast as even I would like them, but I can only do what I can do in the time. Like I said, this one here isn't the easiest in the sense of what it is, but I'm wondering because that's the bottom. Now, if I rotate this, will that fit? I think it will, you know. I'd have to put this one over there to be able to, for them to, I'd have to put that one in there and that one in there, and then so they could walk. Although they could get that one from there. Well, we'll see what I can do. Because the thing is that I want to build all this, but I don't want to have to wait for the actual this flipping mine to come do shit. I mean, look at it. All the gears have gone. I've still got all of that, and I'm still not getting anything going. Water would be nice. Get water going. Didn't finish it. It's going there. Oh, things are turning. I'll have to enable these just to get the water for now. And then we'll obviously worry about other things later on. Yeah, this is quite nice. This because this, like I said, the Iron Teeth don't have a 3 of that, and it's really difficult to get anything that you want going. I think, yeah, it's just that lot left. The air will be able to walk around, and I still think they'll be able to put that one to dead, to be honest. Although I might be able to do it without that. So I want the next sluice to be a little bit higher than this level. This is the level that I can only go to. So I want it to flow out from somewhere about two or three levels up from that as sluices. And then I'll put a dam on the top. So obviously, if it gets full, it'll flow over. And as it's getting down, it'll eventually hit that. And if it gets to the bottom, then I'll open the sluices at the bottom. We won't get a lot of flow, but we'll get something going through, and we'll work out from that. That's the only thing that I can think of at this moment in time. I've got a ton of carrots. That's good. Most of I haven't got obviously any grilled chestnuts yet. Or pastries. They're going to take a little while. It'd be nice to have a campfire, because that would give something. And yeah, let's get a dance hall. Where the hell am I going to put the dance hall? Now, one of the slight problems is going to need to be to get treated planks later on, potentially. Oh, we have... So, we have been able to do what I said I would be able to do. I'm going to at least do, I reckon, there. And then I'll pause that one. But they should be able to do this lot without me. And then I should be able to carry it well. I'll see what I can do. Explosives are not there yet. I stand corrected. They are there now. This is definitely going to need a 3. It's going to need more than 3. Well, in fact, actually, they're building that up. But they're doing this first, aren't they? So let's not worry about that. Let's let them get that down. And obviously, I've got to get this down and our laser down as well. Now, I don't know. It says it can do it. But is it... Can it do it? Is it because it's from there? This diagonal? Or can it do it because it's from the top? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I just don't have enough explosives, that's for sure. But I can't really do much. Yeah, I don't care about them. We now get in... I've got 250, so I still need 145. That's why I've got all these going. I'm not worried about the planks. That's not the problem. I could potentially strip out both of these and put gears in there and not even worry about planks and just absolutely... Yeah, do you know something? I think I'll do that, you know. Because that'll get me planks a lot faster, won't it? You just get the hell... I don't... Obviously, I can't make any planks, but it doesn't really matter. Right, get them going. This way, it'll absolutely blitz the gear situation. Because I just need so many of them, I can't get going without them. I'm sure eventually I'm going to pay for this. But it looks better. Yes, I did think that that would work. I wasn't too sure. But it does seem to work. This. Where do I want it? Do I want it there? Well, I'm going to keep it from here. So this, and then on the top, it's a dam. Damn. Yeah. The only snag is it might cause a problem. Well, actually, no. That's connected to this one. Yeah, it might be okay. We'll see. That's almost getting that. I only need these to be done. And then I can get rid of that. And then I can start on this with the explosives and get this line in here. Or out. And then maybe by that time, we've finally got the... Well, I'm doing like 5 at a time here. It's not as if I'm not doing that many. I mean, we are at 22 already. I am tempted to do a bit of pushing here. 23 hours. It'll give me some extra to be able to get things done. I obviously have got these. It's not as if I don't have any form of water system, if you like. And I'm still not unconvinced about opening this up a bit wider. Now, this will have to be moved up to here anyway. But like I said, if I can get something over the top and be able to put some wheels that'll then go down to some sort of... I mean, even if it's like I have to use one of the really top ones to do one of these, you know what I mean? To take out all of this to power it from there. I don't know how it's going to work. This needs to be higher though. Yeah, you see, it's definitely allowing this to be done. But it's only going to allow 3. It's only going to allow 3, and then it'll stop. It won't work for obvious reasons, because we can only have a jot out 3 wide. Obviously, I've got a blast down here as well. As you can see, this is 1. There's a massive amount of blasting on this to do. And then I've got to also get the bad water. I've got to do some sluices here to allow normal water, but the bad water, this has got to close and this has got to open to chuck the bad water out here, which means then I won't need this. That's what I said. There's a lot to do. Get out the way, boys. Right, so that's opened that up. So we've got just about a full complement of things here. This obviously needs to go down. This'll get blasted. It all gets blasted down. Like I said, there's a hell of a lot of blasting that we gotta do. that's why why is that not going? Oh, yeah, because there wasn't the water to... why is that not doing... anything that I want it to do? I don't think it'll be able to get full. You're only at 100 now. What else can I achieve and start to think about? I don't know yet. I can obviously go for another further one of this. But this will only allow, like I said, it'll only allow so much to do. Once they could get to the end of here, this should technically be able to be built. I think. Although I would like... be careful now, because I don't want to blast that one. That's now ding. We can blast that one and that one, so we can get to them from here. Because I can get to this lot from here, and once obviously... That's... I think they can get to that one as well, actually. That one's done. Or will be done. This, to me, is a lot more important to get done than... I don't know whether that takes the entire lot out yet. I can't remember. We're just trying to get the logs done for this. Yeah, so this is the overflow. That now is now come available. For obvious reasons. And then I'll build up. So this is the height of the sluice that I'm going to put in. Or the position I'm going to put the sluice in, I should say. Yeah, I did think that it wouldn't do that. So that's why I didn't blow that up. Because it can be a pain. Although saying that though, they can get up there. So really, that's not really a problem. I'll go to here and take out all of that line. Because they can get it from here, they can get all of this. Because obviously they can get to there. And they can get to this one from here. Remember, they can go downwards, but they can only go 2 upwards. So... you can see the idea with it. I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said you can see the idea. Because we can... Now here comes the problem. That was a bad idea. I probably should have waited, to be honest. But never mind. Because if they build this in the wrong order, then we're flummoxed. Water's full, so that's not a problem. Dirty's getting better. The slight snag is that that line is where this line is. So that means that needs to go, as we can see, which is a bit of a problem. So I might as well delete this now, and they'll be a bit pavered out. But they've got the other way to go, and I'll get them to pick that up because that's the line. Obviously, I went out one too far, or what my original idea was, I should say. Enable that one. Enable that one. Once I've done that one, then I can do all the rest of them. They won't do. If they do this one, then it won't be able to do these. You see, that's why I blocked them off. I want these to be important. The only snag now is they won't be able to. They won't be able to take that down. Yeah, taking that down. I've got no explosives still left again. This is moving, but it is moving in a really slow rate. That's why I want the water high. Because if the water's high and it goes over, it increases the flow. Now, the other way to increase the flow as well is make this a tighter channel. Now, I can do that because I put this up here. Because obviously it needs to be in only a one water. So there is a possibility to widen this channel potentially and take it in down in a step. So then you're creating a V, if you like, which will increase the flow, which will possibly push things through faster. That's the another way of doing it. Sorry if you hear me moving around. I'm trying to take a. It's not a jumper off, but it's something to. Gone a little, not a little colder here in the UK, not too much, but I get cold and I get warm, and I get cold and I get warm because I've been sat here for hours doing videos. So hopefully you people will enjoy. Anyway, right, so that can go, but that just... Well, I think they can get to this corner. I think because they can get to this corner, this will go. Right. We are now in the get rid of that phase. Yeah, see, they won't be able to... They'll have to get them from this. And because they can do this corner like that, they can do that. And that gives me the opportunity to keep going upwards and coming outwards. Obviously, I'll have to put the dirt on him with that one. I can now get rid of that. You can get rid of that. That is a 1. That's down. Obviously, I can't blast any more than the what it's allowing me to under the bottom. That's fine. These take extracts. Obviously, this doesn't take extract. And I've got enough extract anyway. I'm not really worried too much more about that. I think I've got one of the fog. I've got, as you can see, a good quite a bit in there, 100 and something. So it's all coming together. That now will come together, and all I'll have to do is put a ladder or put something over to that to be able to put this in. And then we'll be on the ball. I don't need any of this. The only trouble is now is I've got 0 things that they can do. I think I'm going to take the bullet. Take the bullet. That's the wrong wording. No, I'm not even going to do that either. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put this. Here's the flower. That there, and I'm going to empty that out. That will then allow me to take this down. Because eventually, obviously, we're going to have to do something with extending our things, I think. It always takes time in this. Yeah, I say I was right. So that now is the edge, which we know that they can build. which I need to turn this around. So this is this here. I don't want it on the floor. I want it there. There and there. So they'll be able to build this one. Obviously, that. Well, I don't even know whether I need to stop that, to be honest. But I suppose it would be better because it won't... yes, I do need to stop it because I want it to rise. Otherwise, it's not going to rise, is it? And that would be a little foolish. Right. That, I think, will work. And then we'll do these two. This. They'll be able to get... Once they can walk around, they'll be able to get this, just like this here. That should now work. And then I'm going to need the... What the... no, I'm going to need the dam. It's another dam. I think that's wide enough. Maybe too wide. But yeah, I think I can do a channel. I'll have to work the channel out. It could be the time to think about putting one of these off. I'm sort of thinking of that one. Don't know why, but I'll pick one. Do that. And then obviously we'll then start to blast that down. And I think that is a 3. I might be wrong. 1, 2, 3 bottom. Yes, so we can do that. I've got only 1 explosive, which is lovely. You see what I mean by this just takes forever and a day. But unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. It's not... it's a very labour-intensive level, this. Map, sorry, not level. Because it's so tiny, because you can't spread out. If you could spread out, then you wouldn't have the issues that we're having, but... The name of the game is that. We don't need these. How many gears have I got now? I'm almost there. So as we can see, we should get it in this playthrough. I only need 7, and then she's up and running. Once she's up and running, then I need to do some creative moving in here. I need to swap this to a smelter. Because that takes, obviously, as you can see, the then we can start getting the sluices in. And we'll really push this in. I think I will put the sluice down there. Well, because I have to put the sluice down there anyway. Now, that's the wrong place. I did get rid of these, which I probably should have not done. That's not the first time I've made that mistake. Won't be the last. That can then come down to a 3. That can then come down to a 2. That to a 1. 1. Ah, hell. 1. Yep. And that's only there. That's only designed to... can I... Oh, just. That worked out quite well. Because obviously I'm going to need to get under here to do the... put the sluices in. For this. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll make this the priority over that side. Now we've got quite a bit of dirt up here somewhere. So that's not too bad. They don't have to go too far. That's now in. Now, once this goes, or once I block this off, they can only come up this channel here. So we'll block this off now. Hopefully that's not a bad idea. And get that put in. And then that's it. That's our sole... I don't think I'll need any more water than that for now, anyway. Bearing in mind, this isn't the hard mode. And I certainly would not be doing this if I was playing it on the hard mode. That is for certain. That is a 1 as well. That can go. That must have been longer then. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's now in. Right, so I can now do boom boom on that one. So now this is fully encased. Oh, it will be fully encased once they do these sort of things. Ah-ha-ha! Right, the mine. Prioritize recallers. So our mine is now going, but the problem being is they will get massively injured. I need to, unfortunately, swap this out for that smelter, like I said. Rotate that, flip that. Can we get this, boys? That's fine. And get this built. It's going to cost me 30 scrap metal to actually get the damn thing built. I've only got 22. But they are... and these do get injured as well. This is the problem with the mine. This is the sole problem with it. They get injured. That's got no power, so that might as well go. I think I fiddled with a power system on that one, but I think this is going. I've still got to have some planks. I'm just going to get some more gears, because I'm going to need gears for these anyway, as we can see here, so that's not bad. They can put themselves into there. But obviously I need this to be built. And we know that these are not now going to run because this needs the scrap metal, which means that this needs to get on with itself. It's all a nightmare. You do spend lots of your time in this playthrough building stuff and then getting rid of it again. Probably not too much on other maps, but definitely on this one. That's for certain. For obvious reasons. It's a very intensive... Certainly, earlier on when I was playing, it was an intensive build. It's not too bad now, though. You've got it sort of set. They're going to complain about sleep, I think. Well, injury. Ooh, we got some serious amount of injuries. Now, this is the problem, you see. Injuries are going to absolutely pile up in this playthrough. As we can see there. I've got some space here. Well-being. Medical bed. I'll have a medical bed there. I'm just going to whack medical beds all over the place and then deal with the consequences of everything being in the way later on. I can't obviously get one down there because I can't get round, but I can get two in there. I suppose I could get one here if I really wanted to, but we'll deal with them. I'll get these going. That's not enough though. because we've got 27 incapacity. See, this is the thing. It doesn't tell you how many there are unless you go over it. I'm quite surprised at that, because that would be something you'd want to know. Which is the reason why I haven't got the blooming beavers I've got, because they're all blooming injured. I do find that slightly surprising. I've got a couple of spaces here that I can do them. Into well-being. That'll, I just need to just keep putting them in, willy-nilly, to have. No, that's not good because you can't even get into that. I rotate there. We can have a couple here. We can have one there. I don't think we can have one in there. Oh, I suppose I could have one in there. But that's more. They're going to come online now, and obviously everybody's going to be dumping themselves in here. And we should see this eventually, yeah. See, now they're going downwards, which is good, which means I'm going to get these back. Which is exactly what I'm trying to have. Right. Oh, because I haven't got that built yet, have I? Oh, yes, I have got it built now. Now it's running. So now we've got the metal. Yee-hee! Metal is getting built. We just want all this done. Then I'll go to the... I think it goes into landscape, I think. Yeah. So the sluice is the sluice. Why is that there then? Oh, it is. It just didn't look sticking out. That's quite a wide gap though. But it's what it is what it is. We only need 5 metal, and I'm doing quite alright so far, but obviously until I can get down there, then we'll be able to do this. That's unfortunate that you can only do it this way. But never mind. That might be a bit of an issue, because I might have done that wrong. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I pressed, but I didn't do it in an order down there. And they might build the other one before that one, which will then cause a massive amount of problems. So I'd better... Oh, and I'd put it in the wrong place as well. So there was that problem. See, if I got to go up in this... I don't think it makes a difference, but... This game can be a little funny at times. The beavers can do what they want to do, and everything can go up to peak tongue, so we don't want that. This should now be able to be blown up. Brilliant. I should now be able to... we're getting close to the end of the episode, so we have... as you can see, we are getting things done, or I am getting things done, I should say. We are all the same to me. I class you right next to me playing. That's how I'm rolling with it. I can also get rid of this as well, because I don't need this anymore. Which means I've got some explosives, means that can be picked up. Once this is gone, I can actually blow up this. Now, the only problem is this is in the way, but I can still take this section out. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do that, and we'll grab that when we can, or not, as the case may be. The only problem is I'll have to do this one first, then this one, then this one. Because if I take this one out, then we won't be able to get to these two. Which will be a bit of concern. Strange enough, they can actually walk through that. Which I find quite amazing. That's a... I think it's a 2. Nope, I stand corrected, it's a 3. So that's going to be going. Once I've got that, then I'll do this, and then once that's done, that can be gone. That will obviously go, and everything else is going. Right, hey, we get in there. Let's get in. But you can see the reservoir coming. Once I block this bottom off, then obviously it'll rise, and then I can get the however I get the sluices in. I'm still trying to decide why they're not going down now. They've still not got every... I don't even know what they're building, to be honest. Oh, here we go. That's in. That's in. They're open. It should be closed. Because I want them closed. I only want these open when the water gets below. But I don't think it'll ever get below. But that's the what I'm sort of, you know, preventing. If I can get, you know, because that's a little bit of water. We're only on normal anyway, so I don't think it's ever going to be an issue. But explosives. Explosives. Right. That's going to be a problem. If I don't get rid of this and get this picked up, they're going to blow both of them up. And then I'll do that. Didn't think of that. Should have thought of that at the time. I can blow this because they can get to the other one anyway. It'll be time to think about... Now I can have sluices going. Once I've got all these sluices in, I've got... How many have I got to do? I've got these. I need to think about how I'm going to do this. Now, obviously, I sort of want it in this rectangle here. Probably, let's go back. Let's go back, way back. So that's the. If I do this and I do this. There, I'm going to have to blow out this one, I think. Which is a 2. Because I'll have another one there. And then obviously I'll start putting some dirt in there. And I'll build it out. And the dirt needs to go into there. And I'll just have these open. Yeah, that'll do. I think that's going to be enough to allow water and bad water. So, well, obviously, I'll set them. When the bad water comes out, these will close. Well, they'll both close. Unfortunately, I can't do it in one. I'll have to do it in this. So, close above contamination of, let's say 1%, and close below contamination 1%. I think that's right. Yeah. I always get that back wrong. Which way that is actually supposed to be. And apparently I'm not the only person that's... Again, is that right now? You'll know, because everything will go absolutely wrong. So you can sort of judge in your own mind. You go, is that right? And we'll put that there. So I think that's going to work. Obviously, I'm going to open up this because I've just left them open. I've got to open up this section here, which means I'm going to need some sluices on here as well. But I think I have to blast 2, is it? Or 3? No, I think it... No. I'm doing it again. Apologies to one and all. I've done it. I looked at the time. It was... I think... Oh, I've got to think... Right then. So we are... as you can see, we're about there. Let me put this back going again. And we'll get more of this. This is obviously now... I only need to fill this in. So from next time, we should be able to... Because I've got the dirty mine going. Don't like the dirty mine. We should be able to... I obviously need to do something here and do some swappies around. I'll probably have to get this out and put a treated planks in because it uses the treated planks to work. So that's another thing I've got to sort out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And we will see you in the next one where we finish this, at least the front off. And we start working out what the hell I'm going to do with this here to be able to get this going. And get the back going. I need to sort this section out first before I tackle anything. And all this will be blasted out, but left with this, this part here. I think I can go underneath, but I'm not too sure. But we'll work out that next time. Anyway, we will see you in the next playthrough. Bye for now.